Because we out here looking for faithful men that's able to teach this thing. Don't you love your people? I love my people too, bro. But you got to show forth action. You love God? You love Jesus Christ? Right? You never seen Jesus Christ, right? But you love your brother, right? So you have to show him. All right? Read what you got.
2 Timothy 2:2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also.
So we out here is trying to show our people who they are according to the Bible. So they'll be able to go out and show their family members. So you can show your wife, so you can show your father, so you can show your nephews who they are according to the Bible. Young man, because if I ask you right now, what's your nationality, what would you tell me? You're a Hebrew. You're a Libra. Oh, okay. That's
horoscope.
Go to Exodus. Go to Exodus. Yep, yes, sir. Let me show you what you just said. Are you back, young man? You back?
No, I think somebody was locked up.
Okay, read.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 4. So verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Because I asked you your nationality and you said you're a Libra. Now I understand you might not know everything. You know, some of our people ain't there all the way. You understand? But let me show you this real quick.
2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4.
Read up.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
So like that, when you say you're a Libra, we teaching you now that that's a Greek mythology, right? Them zodiac signs, all that is against God. God said, don't have no other God before me. Now come up a little closer, bro. I want to show you who you are. Yeah, you're not gonna put Libra on your application. You understand? So what's your name, bro? Marquise, I'm Shabbat. Pleasure to meet you, bro. You look like a smart, intelligent brother. So what I want to show you, bro, I want to show you your nationality. That's why we out here. Matter of fact, go to what's that, Luke 14 and 23?
I want to hear this.
Yeah, you want to hear this? Okay, you about to hear it, bro. So we out here to show our people who they are according to the Bible. We out here for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans to teach them they are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And we must repent and turn back to our God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the God of our fathers. Read.
Luke chapter 14 verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges.
He said, go out into the highways and the hedges. So you see these traffic lights and these street signs, we on the highways, bro. We on the corners of the streets, we on the hedges, read.
And compel them to come in.
So I'm teaching you that you are Israelite that the Bible speaks of, and you must come back to God. We must come back to our Father. Without God, you know what we're doing? We're over there begging for food. From our enemies. How low can you go, bro? We're over there begging for food from our enemies. I'm not saying they're our enemies, bro. The Bible said it. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Bring it on.
That's what we're doing. That's how low we become. Since we parted from our fathers, ain't nothing been good. You know how when you be young, and you start spelling yourself and you don't want to listen to your mom and daddy, and they say you hit the streets.
Get out, hit the streets, boy.
And we get out and hit the streets, boy. Man, these streets rough. These streets rough. That's why you see them out there begging for food, because see, God said, I'm gonna turn my back on you. Hit the streets. Now they out there begging for food from the enemies. Man, come on back home. Your daddy still love you. You understand that? God still loves us, bro. We just got to come back to his commandments. Obey him, then we can live with him. And we can live forever. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God said we was going to serve our enemies, right? For one of all things. Let me show you this. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger.
So when you're hungry, jump back up to 48, the top of it. When you're hungry, read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Now you got to go to your enemies for food because you got no father. You don't even want to come back home. But I'm here to tell you it's good at home. We got to come back to God, bro. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Bring it
I
out.
sent your enemies. Now you begging them for food for one of all things. Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
Now you thirsty and you're hungry. Now you going to your enemies. Ain't that something? We just read that out the Bible. Now come on back to God. That ain't that hard. Keep his commandments and live. That's it.
Forever.
And we'll live forever.
nakedness, and in the wants of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Just to show you who he's talking about, we got the sign right there, the yoke of iron. If you got a cell phone, all you got to do, Google is yoke of iron, and guess who popped up? Us. We're going to read it again, just in case you didn't hear it. I believe the devil was in your ear. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So once that yoke of iron came off, we destroyed now. Because I can ask you, young man, what's your nationality?
African American.
He said African American. I told you we destroyed. Look up on that sign, bro. We out here to help you. We out here to help you. Right? On that sign, what did it say?
African blacks.
American blacks?
Yes.
Right. American blacks, it said we from the tribe of Judah. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Right? That's who we are. So we are here to teach you that because they're not teaching you that in school. Let me prove to you that we the Israelites, all right? Come up a little closer, bro. I'm your brother. I'm Shama. I'm your brother. All right. Good to see you, bro. One thing we got to know, first and foremost, is who we are. So we're not African Americans, but we are the Israelites. African American come from two Italian navigators, Leo Scipius Africanus and American Vespucci. Those as generals. They conquered those lands and named them themselves, right? Two white guys, two white generals. We didn't come from them, right? So we can get that out of our head. So now God is going to tell us who we are. Do you want to know who you are? I can show you. All right. You be doing it around in 1 and 1. What you say? Yeah, you just be out downtown all the time. That's how you know. I just told you. All praise to the Most High. Hey, hold up. Slow it down, because you look like you about to get away. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. I'm Shama. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Yeah. My forefathers, Hebrews, Abraham, Isaac, they're my forefathers. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. That's how I got my last name. Right? And I got about 11 uncles. Ephraim, Manasseh, Issachar, Simeon, Reuben, them all my kinfolks right there. So when you see the people from Brazil, when you see the people from Cuba, or when you see the people from Honduras, or the people from Haiti or Jamaica, right, or Puerto Rico, they're my family members. Say what's up to my family. Tell them Shema said what's going on. Because I know who we are now. We're the Israelites. That's who he is, bro. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel.
So you said you're an Israelite, right? So you know that now, right? Watch this. Because it ain't good enough just to know you're an Israelite. God requires us to do something, right? Because our people, when we went into captivity, they knew. They didn't lose their nationality. But over the course of captivities we was in. Babylonian captivity, Syrian captivity, Persian Medes captivity. Over the course of time, we lost our nationality. We forgot who we were, right? So they knew, but they still went into captivity. Why? It's going to tell you. Read.
What does the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
What do it mean to fear God? What do it mean to fear God? Right? Put it like this. Would y'all want to be there in the cotton field? Was you around when they was picking cotton? You barely missed it, huh? You know some folks that was picking cotton? Do you think that your mama was picking cotton? Do you think your mama wanted to pick cotton? Huh? No, she didn't want to do that. Man, they had babies in the cotton field. Look at that sign right there. They had babies in the cotton field. This is one of the reasons why we must fear God, because God allowed this to happen. God said if we don't obey him with joyfulness and gladness and obey his laws, right? He said he would send our enemies against us, and we was going to be cursed in the field. Didn't that happen to us? That's why we got to come back and obey God.
That's right.
We got to fear God.
Right.
Because God can do this again. If it weren't for his mercy, it'd be worse than us just getting shot down in the streets. Man, they'll be hanging us. Yeah. Read.
Psalms chapter 119 and verse 120. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee.
Because God allowed this to happen. That's why you must fear God. That's why when you get ready to put that cigarette up to your mouth, you're like, crunch that thing. Because God told me don't destroy my temple. I got to obey God now. I got to change my whole mindset. I have to fear God. Because this could very well have been us. But it was our granddaddy now. So how you going to honor your granddaddy? What better way to honor your granddaddy but to keep God's laws?
That's right.
Because if your granddaddy understood the reason why they was in them cotton fields, and the reason why they was getting hung from trees, and the reason why they was getting whipped on their back was all because they broke God's laws, he would say, well, that's all you had to say. I'm going to kick God's laws. Tell my grandson, my great-grandson, tell him to keep God's laws. Tell him for me, because I ain't do it. I didn't do it. That's why I'm getting whipped on my back, because I disobeyed God. Tell my grandson to keep the laws. That's all he got to do. Tell him for me, because I didn't do it. Now we telling you to keep God's laws, bro. That's why you got to fear God for what he doing to us. You understand? All this is because we didn't obey. Read what you got.
And I am afraid of thy judgments.
That was the judgment. Going on those cargo slave ships, getting whipped on our back. Man, you know what they used to do to young men like you? If they saw you whistling at a white woman? Bro, so-called whistling at a white woman? A line on you saying you whistle? Bro, they would tie you up hanging, bro. They would take some men and tie them up and drag them on the back of pickup trucks and just put ropes on them and drag them on a rock road. Tie them to horses and rip them apart. That's why you're supposed to fear God. Because God said, I'm going to allow you, your enemies, to do that to you because you should have listened to me. That's to fear God. Go back to Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Deuteronomy 10 and 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now that you know you're an Israelite, right? Listen to this.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
He said to keep the commandments of the Lord. To keep. Do you know any other commandments? You know any of the God commandments?
10 Commandments.
I'll share some with you. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, for thy good.
He said if we keep his commandments, it will be for our good. Right? You understand that? So when God said it be for our good, that's some of our best interests, right? Right. So let me show you some of God's commandments. I'm paying attention to the devil, man. The devil, some spirits, man. You must be listening because the devil's trying to shake you. You know what I mean? So it must be hidden in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you one of the commandments. Yeah, let's go with that. 1 Corinthians 11. Let's try the spirit. Read what you got.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
Your brother's married? You married? Okay, so he said you're the head of your household. You understand? You want to get married one day, right? After you prove a sister, right? Get you a good job, get you a house, right? Right? Read that again from the top.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying.
So what we out here in the streets is teaching you who you are, and we teaching out of the Bible. This is called prophesying when you read the book of Revelations, right? Anytime we're dealing with Christ or talking about Christ out the Bible, that's prophesying. So what we're doing right now, we're in the midst of prophecy.
Right.
Read.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
Our head is Christ. So when we teaching the Bible, just like when you go into your church, or just like when you go into one of them schoolhouses and you got that hat on, what you supposed to do? So what you doing with the hat still on your head? Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take the hat off. The Bible said try the spirit. You understand? So that little bit right there shows you right now that you in obedience with God. See how simple that was? Give me the love of God. Because you love God when you do that.
Sir.
Give me 1 John 5 and 3.
Sir, if you continue reading.
Okay, I'm going to continue reading. Read. I'm going to continue reading. 1 John 5 and 3.
1 John chapter 5 verse 3.
I'm going to continue reading 1 John 5 and 3.
Read. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
You just heard that commandment, right? And it wasn't grievous, meaning all you had to do was take your hat off, right? Just that simple, it wasn't grievous. Guess what else is not grievous? Watch this. Give me Numbers 15 and 38. Because we all know we Israelites now, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? At least you know. I spend more time with you. I know this young brother, he's going to require a little bit more time, you know what I mean? But I got time for him. That's why I'm out here. I got time for my people.
That's right.
That's why we out in these streets. We love our people. We gonna teach the people the truth about our Bible, your Bible. This, hey man, this our photo album.
That's right.
This us. Read.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
So who is he speaking to when he says speak to the children of Israel?
Church.
He's speaking to us, the church, the Israelites. Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Now, when he said throughout your generations, what do that mean? You got kids? Okay. Kids, grandkids. So we keep generating, right? That's how we keep growing. That's how we keep growing, right? So he said, speak to the children of Israel and tell them, right, that they put them fringes on the borders of their garments. I got my fringes. Brother got his fringes. You know the Israelites. Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, they wore their fringes, right? Where yours at? Huh? Read.
That bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So once you decide to learn how to put your fringes on, right? Once you come fully, now I ain't gonna say fully equipped knowing the Bible, but knowing that you are Israelites and it's in your spirit, right? Now it's time for you to show your light, let your light shine. So you get you some fringes.
Where do I get my fringes from?
Well, you go to Original Royalty, right? Or you go to Amazon, or you got the flyer, right? Hobby Lobby, you go to Hobby Lobby, Joann's, go to on Harry Hines, you know what I'm saying? Or you got that flyer, right? We got an address on the back of the flyer. I'm gonna share something else with you before you go. Well, read what you got.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
It's the reason why the Most High told us to put these fringes on. You remember the story of the brother? I know you probably remember too. The story of the brother on the Sabbath day. He was picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. He was picking up sticks on the Sabbath day because he was finna go cook on the Sabbath. It ain't no cooking on the Sabbath. That's how I know these people over here is leading our people away from the Bible.
Right.
And I will show you all that. I showed the brother earlier, but we'll show you that. I know it sounds kind of off and kind of strange.
Started though.
Yeah, Saturday is a Sabbath day. Yep, Saturday is a Sabbath day. The Sabbath day got changed by the Catholic people back in the 1800s. Read what you got.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
We forgot. We let the Roman Catholic people trick us into Sabbath day being on a Sunday. That's sun worship. That's sun worship. That's what Catholicism is. Catholicism and sun worship and Judaism mixed together.
Okay. So Sunday
is the first day of the week. Saturday is the Sabbath day. And today is the Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, brother.
Got you.
Happy Sabbath to you Israelites out here.
Thank
We out here teaching our people on the Sabbath day that we are the Israelites. Hey, brother, I didn't know just like you didn't know. It's called repentance. That's what we doing. Let's go back to that.
Numbers 15 verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So it's going to help you remember not to break the Sabbath day. It's going to help you to remember that you're an Israelite and some things that we don't do that the other nations do.
Okay, I got three things.
You got a question?
Israelites,
Hebrews 10 and 25.
Israel, what you call them? Israel.
Fringes?
And what color is God?
Okay. You want to know what color Christ is? Okay, let me give you this one commandment real quick, because I want you to come and build with us, bro. Because I think you can learn this, and you'll be able to teach it to your family, that we all should do, and your friends. You know what I mean? Your daughter. All praise to the Most High God. Read.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
So now that you know you're an Israelite, right? In order for you to start building your faith up in the black Messiah, right? Because everybody out here that's breaking God's laws, they believe in the white Christ. That's why come they breaking God's laws. But once you come back to the black Messiah, it's time to straighten up, brother, because he don't play.
That's right.
He don't play. I know you got to go. Okay, brother. We'll be out here. We'll wait on you. Do what you got to do. How you doing, sis? I see you listening. So now, the black Messiah don't play. So the black Messiah tell us, don't forsake the assembly of yourselves together. Read.
As the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching.
So what he's pretty much telling you is that come to church with us, brother, so we can build you up, so we can teach you some more. Because we only got a few minutes out here on the streets to teach. But we sit down, brother, we learn all day. Brother, it's a beautiful thing. You see how you smiling now when you found out you was an Israelite? Well, that's what the Sabbath day is all about. Sit down, learning your history, and being joyful.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.